Have you ever gotten sunburn before? If not, then try your best not to. It is bad. Really bad. Excruciatingly bad. It's like I went on a trip for less than a week and such, and I got sunburn from the first day. And I didn't think that I was I didn't think that I actually stood that long in the sun that first day. Well, actually, it was pretty bad. Like, my shoulders are hurting like really bad right now.
Good afternoon, sir. Hey, I'll tell you a secret if you solve this puzzle for me. It's a very tricky one.
Yeah, sure. I guess so. We shall continue on with Layton. While my shoulders are aching right now. 5 borrowers. Like, I have some other parts of my body that also got the sunburn and such. They are not as bad. Like, on my legs, I got the sunburn. It's just that it doesn't hurt, like, at all, since I gotten used to it because I've been riding my bike. It's just that I got the sunburn on my shoulders, which is the first time. That is why it hurt so much at that point. So, yeah. Each of these 5 people has borrowed money from one of the others. And each has lent money to one of the others. You know that none of them has lent money to more than one person. And none of them has borrowed money from someone that they have lent money to. You also know these facts. B borrowed money from A. E did not... hold on, can I... there you go. Sweet. So, B borrowed money from A. B borrowed money from A. E did not lend money to A. And C lent money to D. Who did A borrow money from? Circle your answer. I see. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this, I guess. Put it like an arrow and such. God damn it. I cannot write like multiple things at the same time. Damn it. Ugh. Okay. Well, let me think about this a little bit. So, A gave money to B. E did not lend money to A. C lent money to D. C lent money to D. A lent money to B, and C lent money to D. E did not lend money to A. Okay, so I assume that one person can lend money to a person and borrow money from person. Which means that if A lend money to B, then B must give someone like some money. Same thing for C. Like, C lent money to someone, so he has to borrow money from someone else. In which case, maybe E will have to give the money to D, to E. D will give money to E, and then... Okay, well, in which I cannot give A money from E. I guess so. I cannot really make a circle right over here. In which case, what if I say that, I don't know, like B gave money to E? In which case, who could E give the money to? He cannot give money to A. He can give money to either C or D. No, wait, hold on a second. You cannot move. We cannot get. D cannot get money from E because D is already getting money from C. Which means that the only option would be for E to give money to C. So BE, EC. I guess that means that D can only give money to A. Everybody got money from someone, except A. from D. D never lended money anyone at this point. If I'm to think about B, E, E, C, it's kind of like a zigzaggy type of thing. Whoop, 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 whoop. Kind of like that. So I'm gonna have to say that I'm definitely gonna have to say that. Oh, I'm gonna have to circle it. Okay, I'm gonna say D.
That should do it.
All right, there you go.
Critical thinking is the key.
But yeah,
to
Sunburns,
success.
really bad. Do not like. I'm definitely gonna have to try to remember this. Like, I never went to go in summer anywhere anymore. Spring and fall. That's the thing. Spring and fall. That is the key to trips and such. Going on trips and such. I cannot stand summer at this point. With all the sunburns and such.
Okay, come close so I can tell you my secret. I heard that all the people who get kidnapped feel a little sick right before they get taken. I bet the monster that lives up in the tower feeds its victim nasty food before it pounces. Oh, I bet it's like haggis or ice cream with gravy jelly.
Haggis ice cream with gravy jelly? What's that?
Ugh. Maybe he just picks the weakest person to snatch. But why would he need all those people?
I don't know. I don't know if our kidnapper really picks their victims based on their smells and tastes and such. Cause I don't know if many of these people shower that often. What about you, cat?
There don't seem to be a lot of animals around the village.
You're quite the animal lover, aren't you, Luke? Now come along. We don't have time to sit here and play around. Okay, well, I guess so. Let's see. What else? Like, anything else around here? No? I guess so. Let's go. Let's go and... The letters are so smudged. I cannot read this at all. Anything around here? No, I don't wanna... No, I don't wanna open the suitcase. Oh, did you find something, boy? Did you find something, Nick? No? There you go. Found a coin. At some point, it was inside a person's ass, and it dropped on a chair there. Okay. What about you, Mr. Funny Moustache? Close friend of the Baron? Well, I myself had the pleasure of meeting Baron Reinhold a few times.
But you weren't a close friend of his?
Me? Oh no, I was nothing of the sort. I see. Can you think of anyone at all who was friendly with Baron Reinhold? I might know someone. Actually, no, I don't. Or do I? The world may never know. Now let me think.
I guess Upon can't really tell us much of anything.
Yeah, I'm afraid he was no help at all. I suppose that means we're back where we started. Well, yes, we can be sure that this close friend we're after is resident of St. Mystere. We mustn't give up, Luke. Let's continue to ask around. But yeah, despite all the burns and such, I'm glad that now I am back home. I can continue my businesses and such. I can continue doing. Now, granted, because of the sunburn, I don't feel like doing much during the day. Like, it is a concentrated effort and such to do, like, anything around here. Hey, sir. What are you doing around here? Still eating? Hey, Professor. Did you find what you were after? Never mind that, though. I've got something more important to talk about. Namely, chocolate. Have me solve this puzzle, and I'll tell you something I bet you'll find very interesting. Chocolate, eh? Chocolate. You have a hankering for chocolate, so you buy a huge sheet of 30 chocolate squares. The sheet is 5 squares long by 6 squares wide. You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments top of each other. Keeping those rules in mind, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? It's like, you know what? I can totally understand why chocolate is made like this, in squares. It is very much easy to break those. I have bought a chocolate that is not parallel, it's not squares, but it has like all these random segments and such. It is like segmented in weird shapes like triangles and with like four like it is weirdly shaped. Like each and every single piece of chocolate is shaped in a completely different way. And for you to break that, in order for you to get one segment of that chocolate, it is very, very difficult with hand. Like I'm trying to get the piece of segment with my teeth and such. I guess there is a reason why they make chocolate usually in this format, like parallel cuts, like squares and such. It is more efficient for you to grab a piece and such like that. But okay, so what do we have over here? You can only break the chocolate at the lines that run between the squares, and you aren't allowed to stack multiple segments on top of each other. Okay, you are not allowed to stack multiple segments. Keeping those rules, what is the fewest number of times you need to break the chocolate in order to separate each of the 30 chocolate squares? Separate each and every single one? Okay. Oh. Well, I mean, if I'm to think logically, I can see like 5 vertical cuts and then 4 horizontal cuts, and then boom, you got every single piece of chocolate with 4 cuts and 5 with like 4 horizontal and 5 vertical cuts, which is like 9 cuts. But I guess it seems too easy, so I have to ask myself, can I do it in less moves? Okay, well, honestly, like I cannot even think of any other way of making it in less moves than 9. I mean, cutting it in 9, in 9 moves seems pretty damn logical for me, but at the same time, it feels too easy. Like, this is worth 30 picarats, so I don't know about 9, but you know what, let me submit this.
That should do it.
Ah, I knew it.
Frankly, I'm ashamed.
Okay, overwhelmed by all the ways to go about getting the answer? Don't think so hard. Think about how your chocolate will end up and try working backwards. How your chocolate will end up and try working backwards? What? Okay. Okay, well, let's try this again. Let me see. Chocolate. Try working backwards. What the hell does that mean? Nah, I've been thinking about it, and I don't seem to have any other idea for this. What do the hints have to say? You might have started by thinking about different ways to break the chocolate, and which way will take the fewest breaks. However, the truth is that no matter how you break the chocolate, the answer you arrive at will be the same. What? The truth is that no matter how you break the chocolate, the answer you arrive at all at the truth is that no matter how you break the chocolate, the answer you arrive at will be the same. What do you mean it will be the same? Like if I were to cut this in half, and then one like this in half, and then break this, like let's say we break this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What do you mean it would be the same? I don't get that. The truth is that no matter how you break the chocolate, the answer you arrive at will be the same. Okay. Split a sheet of chocolate and you get 2 segments, where there was only 1 before. If you can then break one of your 2 segments, you get a total of 3 segments. Your third break, regardless of what segment you choose, will yield a total of 4 segments of chocolate. Do you see a pattern here? Okay, so I guess I'm supposed to break this in like multiple segments? Oh, hold on a second. You mean to say that I'm supposed to break this like individually? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 12, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28? Okay, so I did the cutting and such, and it seems that apparently I did some wrong counting before, but I think it's 29. I hope. If not, then it has to be like 28 or 30. I don't know. Let's see.
Luke, here's my answer.
Phew.
Another puzzle solved.
Well, what the hell? That's not the fewest number of cuts that you can make to break the chocolate. You use a freaking knife and then boom, 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 boom. Then you get 9. Not to 29. Like that. No, it makes sense. No, it doesn't. Okay, now about that hot info I promised. Okay, either I don't understand the logic of that puzzle, or that has got to be the stupidest puzzle that I've done in a while. If you want to experience the best dining in this Mystere, you gotta check out Triton's restaurant. Croutons. Everything he makes is yummy. Y-U-M-M-I. Don't even... Y-U-M-M-Y, not A-Y, and such. Everything makes is Y-U-M-M-Y. Don't even get me started on this, dudes. You have to try it yourself. A road map. There you go, Layton. You'll be interested in that sort of stuff. Anything around here during the mid? Okay, well, so far, things have not started that well, to be quite honest. That chocolate puzzle took me, like, forever, and, that thing with the borrowing and the lending and such, it's... I managed it, but it could have been done a lot faster. Crouton makes grub that's out of this world. I could eat at his place every day and not get sick of it. Okay. Well, I guess I don't have much to say here. What about you, Hercule Poirot? Not being a member of high society myself, I have never so much as had a conversation with Baron Rayhold. No, lady. Much as I'd like to keep chatting, I'm awfully tired. I think I need to go and lie down. Yeah, you better. You better not give us like any coin puzzles, Edge. Are you feeling unwell, sir? I'm just exhausted lately. Is that awful noise coming from the north? Is that awful noise coming from the tower, you see? It got so loud I cannot sleep a wink at night. Do you know what's causing the noise? It's just a rumor, but I hear that every time that sound rips through Saint Mystere, someone disappears. They say the ones who go missing are people who've been talking about feeling tired. But those who disappear are back before you know it, so it's probably just a load of poppycock. Whenever no noise occurs, someone disappears. Interesting.
Do you think the killer's sound has anything to do with that strange old man who kidnapped Ramon?
It's certainly a possibility, isn't it? But why would he release his victims after going through the trouble of kidnapping them? To be quite honest, I'm not sure. Maybe they are doing experiments on their brains. You two are certainly crazy about puzzles, aren't you? Yes. Although we're not certainly crazy about coins. You get my drift? Well, I got a whooper puzzle for you. Hopefully it's coinless. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, something is happening. Something is happening to my skin, but I'm not gonna go into detail about that sort of stuff. Find the pentagons. A number of 5-sided shapes are hidden within the picture below. 5-sided shapes. How many can you find? I don't really think you found every hidden shape. 5-sided shapes. Can I draw this? Of course I can. Of course I can. So we have this. You mean something like this? Yeah, I mean there's that. Although if I'm to think about it like that, I can also do it like this. And then also this. And then also this. So that's like what? 4 thus far. Unless, hold on, are hidden within the picture. How many can you find? Well, hold on. I think I can also do this. There you go. Yeah. Like, do I have to count the different kind of shapes? Cause we have this, but we also have this, which are completely different. They're completely different in sizes and such. So do I have to count 2 of those? Or do I have to count the angles at which I find these? Because so far we have these ones, which I found 4. I have this one over here. And then this one over here. And then this one over here. And then this one over here, which is another 4. So that's 8. Either we're talking about 2 or 8. Is there any other way I can, that I can do this? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's another shape. So that's like another 4. So that's 12. Okay. Either 12 or 3. What else? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's a little bit too much. I was thinking that would actually be it, but no. Maybe something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's 6. That's not 5. No, I mean, it's either 12 or 3. Let's go with 12.
Luke, here's my answer.
There you go. Okay, so you had to take into account like the angles and such that you find like a single piece and such. Nice work! 3 different types of pentagons are hidden in this picture. Since each shape can face 4 different directions, you have a total of 12 unique pentagons. Well, I wouldn't say unique pentagons, but okay. You should be a little bit more clear about that. What cunning lads you two are. I hope you'll stop by and solve puzzles with me again sometime. As long as they're coinless! What's this? I did see that before.
Professor, there's something on the ground here.
You're right. It appears to be a scrap of paper. Will you check if anything's written on it?
Sure thing. Let's see here. The boss complimented my latest model today.
Model?
He's a good guy, and he has given me a new sense of purpose. I'm sure this is my true calling. I want to perfect my skills so I can repay the man for his generosity. This sounds a great deal like a diary entry, doesn't it?
Judging by how the writer uses the term, the boss, I imagine he was under the employee of the Baron.
I constructed models to fit every situation, just like the boss asked me to. I have to smile when I see how interested he is in them. And that's the end of the entry. Do you suppose this person made some sort of models for a living?
No. Okay, I'm starting to see things. Like, Dahlia could be a robot and such. And the reason why these people get kidnapped by that random old guy is probably because they're trying to create, like, replicas of these people. They're trying to create this, like, they are trying to make this village into a village of robots and such. Maybe they are. Maybe people keep dying one by one and they are being replaced by robots that will live forever! Oh my god. Like, the spookiest thing would be for them to say that that these people have lived here for thousands of years by this point. Oh. Now this is getting really, really interesting. Like, this isn't necessarily a detective type story, but it is definitely fictional. It is definitely sci-fi here, what we're dealing with over here. Sci-fi and detective mystery? Sign me up for that. Although I've done stuff like that before. I mean, we did have like Zero Escape and I, the Somnium Files. And I guess you can say that Danganronpa is also science fiction and such. I mean, we are talking about robots and such, like bear robots and such. Like, the only one that is not science fiction-y is Ace Attorney in terms of, you know, mystery stories and such. Murder mystery stories. Ace Attorney is definitely not science fiction. It is done in the past and such, with limited technology and such. You there? Yes, you. Do you mean me, good sir? Yep, you. That flower vase is yours, right? And they gave me it nice and safe for you. I've never seen anyone just forget something like this while shopping. Sorry, but you must be mistaken. I've never seen that vase before in my life. What? This fancy vase doesn't belong to you? So why did that man tell me to give this to you? What does this man look like? Well, my head has a way of obscuring certain details on me. It's the worst, I tell you. Get it? I tell you. But back to the issue at hand. The mystery man that wasn't a regular around here. The mystery man wasn't a regular around here, that's for sure. Don't worry though, I'll just give it back to the guy next time I see him. So, speaking of flower bases, I know a puzzle I bet you will like. It's not a hard one or anything, but it's the least I can do for bothering you about the base. Okay, well, we shall see if it's an easy one or not. The shattered vase, 10 picarats. Shattered vases! Someone knocked over this beautiful vase and shattered it. Fit the pieces together and restore the vase to its original shape. There's one catch though. Mixed in with the pieces is a single piece from a different vase. A single piece from a different vase, okay. Well, I can put these here right over here. And I assume this piece is right over here. And then this piece right over here. And then this right over here. And then this. No. Maybe this. Nope. And then this. Okay. In which case, this is the piece from a completely different vase. It doesn't belong here. Okay, well, is this it? I mean, if it is, then this is probably the easiest. Okay, so I guess it's official. This is probably the easiest puzzle that I've done this far. It wasn't even a puzzle, it's okay. Repairing the vase wasn't much of a challenge, was it? Oh, if only fixing things in real life were this simple. Ooh. Again, thinking about Imineko over here. But yeah, he did say that it wasn't anything special over here. I guess so. Well, thank you nonetheless, Giuseppe. Giuseppe! You got a good head on your shoulders. I'm impressed. By the way, you sure you don't want to take some fresh sausage home with you? Believe me, these are some links you don't want to be missing. No, thank you. We're just fine. Well, too bad. Not to bust your chops or anything, but that deal was a one-time offer. Maybe you'd have said yes if you knew that what was at stake. I think we're done here, Luke. Yeah. Good day, sir.
I can agree more, Professor.
Alrighty then. Well, we got that. Anything around here that piques our interest?
This market is packed with stuff to buy.
I guess so. Anything else? Any other puzzles? Ooh, a customer. Welcome, welcome. We were just here like a minute ago. I have some great deals on sausage today, and my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. And my skirt steak will make any plate a fashion plate. Sorry to disappoint you, sir, but we didn't come here to shop. Oh. In here, I was thinking about to get a big sale. You got a hungry look about you, you know. Well, if I cannot interest you with any of my fine meat products, can I at least tempt you with a puzzle? Well, we are indeed hungry for puzzles. Not for sausages. Sausage thief. Somebody ate the butcher's sausages. Here's what these four boys have to say. B ate the sausages. D ate them all up. C, I didn't eat them. D, B is lying. Only one of these rascals is telling the truth, and all the others, needless to say, are lying. Can you work out who ate the sausages? Okay then. So, only one is telling the truth, and all the others are lying. Can you work out who ate the sausages? Okay, so if A is the one who ate them, then he must be lying. Like, B is lying. C is telling the truth. And so does D. Okay, well, we only need to have one person tell the truth. So that means it cannot be A. What about B though? If B is the culprit, then A is telling the truth. B is lying. C is telling the truth. And even D is telling the truth. So I guess that means that D is not the culprit and such. Okay. What about C though? If C is the culprit, then... okay. Yeah. Let me concentrate here a little bit. If C is the culprit, then A is lying. C is lying. B is lying. And D is telling the truth. Okay, so one person is telling the truth and it can be C. Okay. Like, if D is the culprit, then A is lying. B is telling the truth. So does C. And D is lying. So the only option would be C at this point. If C is the culprit, then only D is telling the truth, and the rest are lying. And the other people, if I'm to think of others as the culprit, then there are multiple people who are telling the truth. So it's gotta be C, isn't it?
Luke, here's my answer.
Alright.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Every puzzle has an answer. C ate the sausages, and the only person telling the truth here is D. Okay. A similar thought as I had. Hey, you're pretty good at this. As a bonus for solving my puzzle, I throw in some gossip I heard. Word is that somebody lives in that dark, grimy tower. Now, to be a real oddball to want to live in that old moldy record place. Flower vase. Here, look. Like, we're gonna be doing the room management a little bit later. Right now, I think we're all good. Do you have anything else? You sure I cannot interest you in a nice cut of veal? Here's the veal deal. Very nice. What about this?
What kind of loud just throws rubbish on the ground? I'm going to pick it up. It's an old newspaper. Honestly, you'd think that everyone would know that rubbish goes in the bin. Wait a second. You have to take a look at this article, Professor.
Hmm? Well, would you look at that? He seems to be Inspector Chimney. Look at that. Chimney hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chimney hailed as brilliant detective and devoted husband. Chimney celebrates each successful case with his favorite treat, his wife's cakes.
Wow. Who saw that one coming? He is so gruff that I never imagined he had a soft side like that. Just look at that old grump grinning over his plate of cakes. I knew he was fussing over nothing when he said he hated cakes back at the Rainhole Manor.
Fussing? Or contradiction? Well, I mean, it makes me question if our chimney guy is really the real chimney. I mean, think about it. There was like that one shadowy figure that got introduced at the beginning of this, like at the beginning of the story, who apparently knows Layton, and yet we have not seen him at all since. Like, and here we have Inspector Chimney giving like, and here we have Inspector Chimney going around doing his own thing. Like, alongside, like, besides Layton and Luke, Chimney is like the only stranger to this place. So does that mysterious shadowy figure. So it makes me question. That's right, Luke. He did say that. Oh, very curious. I do have to wonder. Hey, Hugh. So is it true that what I'm hearing about the two of you? Are you really searching the village for the Rainhole fortune? That's correct, sir. Currently we are searching for a close friend of our Baron Rainholds. We believe that he has entrusted this friend with an important note. Gracious, that's quite a search you have on your hands. Oh, excuse me. My name is Archibald. Gus. I mean, the Baron and I were great friends. Thick as thieves. We used to have the most amazing conversations late into the night. Do you think that perhaps I'm the one you're searching for? Yes, I think so. What luck that after all this searching, we should bump into you in a place like this. I have one question. Did you recall ever receiving a small note or read message from the Baron? No, I don't remember ever receiving anything of the sort from Gus. But he did give me a fine desk that once belonged to him. It's at home. Maybe it holds some kind of clue. The Baron's desk, you say? Excellent. Would you like to come over to my house and take a look at it? You are most gracious. If you'd be kind enough to allow us a look at it, we will be very grateful. I'm sure Gus wouldn't mind two fine puzzle solvers. Like fine puzzle lovers such as yourselves, looking over his desk. Actually, let me impart a few pearls of wisdom on you while I've got your attention. Focusing on our case is well and good, but if you don't solve some puzzles, you'll be sorry later. So make an effort to find puzzles around the village and just solve the ones you can. Take it from this old timer. It's good to stop and smell the puzzle sometimes. Alright. I'll get off my high horse now. Let's head on over to my house. Follow me. This is Gus's old desk. Take all the time you need to examine it. Splendid. Look, let's get right to it. Alrighty then. Oh. I guess so. This is the desk in question. Coin? What is that, like a box of biscuits? Cookies?
These books are very thick. And there's nothing in here. Let's look somewhere else.
Okay, what about this part? Oh. The paper just materialized. Like, right in front of our eyes when we opened that. Yeah, it seems to be a note. It may point us in the direction of the golden apple. Yeah, maybe it's like one of those Vivid cards from One Piece. It will lead us to the person that is tied to this card over here, this paper.
What do you make of this X?
I'm afraid I just don't know at the moment. It's finally time to start the search for the golden apple. Explore Saint Mystere for clues. I guess so, we finished that chapter. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just received a call for you from the innkeeper, Beatrice. She seems she's concerned about one of her guests, and she'd like your thoughts on the problem. Well, we best go and help her. Thank you, Archibald. Now off to the inn we go, look. Off to the inn we go indeed, but not before we do some stuff around here. Maybe find some more puzzles?
Look, Professor, there's a hidden puzzle here.
Nice. If I can get like 10, at least 10 puzzles per part, I'll be really glad. Not knots. Not knots. Who's there? In front of you are 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut. Oh. Don't even get me started on this one. It reminds me of that one puzzle with the coins and their big rope and such. Oh, nightmare. That was totally a nightmare. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, so you have 4 tangled lengths of rope. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and pull them taut. If they make a knot, that will be the one, you say. Okay. Okay, well, on first glance, A is... Okay, well, A is definitely not an option. It will not get tangled, like I can clearly see it. Okay, well, A is certainly an option. I think I can see it getting tangled and such. B? Okay, well, B is definitely not. Like, I cannot see it getting tangled and such. C, it is definitely questionable. Oh. Okay. Mark the ones you think will form a knot when you grab them by their ends and put them. So I can mark like multiple ones, I see. Okay, well, let's see. So far I have A. Maybe. I'm gonna have to look at that a little bit more. What about C? Like C... definitely seems questionable. D... D, I don't think it will get tangled and such. Like, I'm looking at... I cannot really show it. It is much more difficult to explain this. But... yeah, I don't see it getting tangled and such. So... it's A and C, but then let me see about A a little bit more. No, I think I can definitely see this as something that can get untangled. It's kind of like how do I even describe this? Like, you don't grab the ends, but rather you grab two sides of the rope here on A, of the green rope. You pick a side from the right and a side from the left, and then you grab them and then you move them in completely different sections. Like, you move the right side to the left and then the left side to the right, and it will no longer be tangled and such. It's kind of like arranging your bed sheets and such. You kind of do something like that a little bit. I don't think it is A. And if I'm to think of C, I mean, C is the only option left. Unless it's neither of them. Yeah, and that can certainly be a possibility. So it's either C or none. Let me see. Nah, I can definitely see the entanglement. Cause I think that the biggest difference from A to C is that one side of the right side of the entanglement is under the other ropes for C. Whereas for A, it is above. Like, that right side of the rope is above the other two, ropes and such. If you can understand what I'm trying to say over here. So, I can imagine it, like, grabbing it and then doing the bed sheet movement, but I cannot really do the same for C. So, I'm gonna choose C. You know what? I feel like that is the most tangled and such. There you go.
Professor, I've solved it.
Like, I surely want to see how they're gonna explain this. The only thing you need to do to solve this puzzle is to look at it. However, the images themselves are complicated, so it's easy to get confused. It would be fun to test all the various complications with actual pieces of rope. Yeah, like maybe if I had a rope and replicate like the images and such, maybe I would have been able to do this. Yeah, surely would have looked fun. Not nuts. But then it surely would have taken time for... It surely would have taken time to create the knots in the first place if I had a knot right over here and done this. Like, I don't have time. I don't think I have time for that. I cannot assist you any further, can I? No, I don't think you can. I don't think you can anymore. So, let's see. So, we're definitely gonna have to talk to Beatrice.
It's good to see you again. See, I'm totally stuck here. I gotta really use your help. My friend told me this puzzle the other day, and I just gotta solve the thing. Can you help me?
How many sweets? How many sweets? How many sweets? These boys are talking about how many sweets they each have. B has the most. If C gave me one sweet, I have twice as many as A does. Yeah, it better be if B gave me 2 sweets, then we all have the same amount. How many sweets are there in total? This seems like, like on first glance, it seems like the number of sweets that these kids have would probably be like really, really low. Because if you can give like 1 sweet to a person and then they would have like twice as many, and if one gives 2 sweets, they all have the same amount and such. Actually, let me think about it this way. If we were to think about all of them having the same amount, then let's think about 2. Like, each of them has 2 in this situation. If B gave C 2 sweets, that only implied that before B had 4, and then C had none. B would sure... A says that B has the most. He would have 4 at that point. B says that if C gave me 1 sweet, I have twice as many as A does. But then, in this situation, C would have none. If B has 4 and C has none, there's no way that C would be able to give anything to B because, well, C has none. It's only that if B gave 2 sweets to C, they'd have the same amount, which is 2. So I don't think that's possible. What if I were to think of 3? Let's say that each of them has 3 in the last situation. Then that would mean that B would have 5, and then C would have 1. If B gave C 2, then they will both have 3, so does A. If C gave B 1 sweet, which would mean that C would actually have 4. No, hold on a second. Hold on. If C gives B 1, he would have 6. Which would mean that it is double the amount of candy that A has, which he had 3. So, yeah, in that case, 6. So A has 3, B has 6, and C has 1. B definitely has the most, he has 6. If C gives 1 to B, it'll be 5 and then 2? No, 6 and then 2. Nah, I think that each of them had 3. So that would mean that in total there would be like 9, right?
Luke, here's my answer.
Yeah.
Every
Alright.
puzzle has an answer.
Like, at first I was about to do that in equations like before, but I think I'm a little bit too tired of equations over here. You know, it's like the difference between the number of sweets and B and okay, we're good. Like, I don't feel like doing like any pen and paper right now because the sunburn. I feel like when you have sunburn on the shoulder, you really don't feel like moving your arm like at all. So I don't want to move my arm to get like the pen and paper and write on that. I just want to stay with my arm on my mouse over here.
Can you keep a secret? Don't tell any Adria that you told me the answer, okay? Thanks, mister.
Okay, well, thank you. Like, the sunburn is so bad that... Like... I don't know how Icarus got to the sun so close. Or actually, was that it? Was that the whole thing about getting too close to the sun? Was it Icarus? Icarus!
Andrea's really nice, but she comes up with some tough puzzles.
Alright. What about you, kitty cat? Okay. Well, hold on. Let me see about some other stuff. Is there anybody around here? No. Like, I don't feel like searching places. I just want to see if there's like new people around here that I can talk to, that I can give me like more puzzles and such. Let's see. No. Okay. Around here, no. Around here, no. Oh, well, there's the old lady. What about you, sir? Any other puzzles? Any other puzzles? Sure, I can interest you in a nice cut of view. No. Normal, no more views, no more sausage puns and such.
Well, if it isn't you two again. Alright, if you want your fortunes... Alright, if you want your fortunes told, solve this puzzle for me.
A broken window. 4 children were playing, and one of them threw a ball right through your window. Here's what they had to say for themselves. Not me, I didn't break a thing. Okay, I'll tell the truth. I broke the window. It's not A's fault, he didn't do anything. B didn't break the window. Okay, well this is... I mean, it is cute that some of them are trying to protect the others. You know for a fact that the child who broke your window is lying. However, one or more of the other children are lying as well. Can you work out who broke your window? Okay, well I can imagine a possibility over here. B might be lying in order to protect the person who actually broke the window. That would be one reason for why they would be lying in the first place. Like, out of friendship and such. I mean, you know, with that, it cannot even be, well, B. Because if B did it, then he is telling the truth. So he definitely ain't the culprit, even if he's lying. In which case, D would be telling the truth. Because B did not break the window. So he's totally out. So we only have A and C to think on. If A was the culprit, then that would mean that he would be lying. And C would also be lying. If C is the culprit, then that means she must be telling the truth. And A would also be telling the truth. So I guess the only option would be for A to be the culprit. In which case, he's lying, B and C are lying, and D is telling the truth. So I'm gonna go with B.
There we go.
Alright.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Like, I would say that it is also really hot outside. I mean, it's still morning, so we didn't reach high temperatures of 35, 36, 37 degrees Celsius. I would say that it is hot, but even if it's like 35 degrees, that does not bother me as much as the sunburn. Like, oh my goodness. The sunburns on my shoulders. Like, on the shoulders it hurts so much. Good job! B and C were also lying about what happened even though they themselves didn't break the glass. Make sure you give those two a scolding as well. No.
There's going to be a lot of rain tomorrow. Hang your washing inside if you want it to dry.
Okay. Anything else?
It seems that Destiny has decided that I share you this puzzle. Will you triumph? Or will the gaping maw of fate swallow you whole?
Okay. The wire cube. You want to create a cube out of metal wiring and use the fewest number of wires possible. You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than one length of wire running over the same edge. Don't worry about how one wire will connect to the next, because you use a soldering iron later on. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task described above? Oh, so it's kind of like that house thing. Like, try to draw this without doing this. Can I draw? Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so no portion of the cube can have more than one length of wire running over the same edge. So that means you cannot really go back and forth like that. So, and I can cut like two. That's one. And it says that don't worry about how one wire will connect to the next because you use the soldering. Okay. So I can use like multiple sections. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task described above? So, like if I'm to understand this correctly, you use one gigantic iron to cover as much of the square as you can, while the rest of the segments you just use like smaller segments that you use the soldering iron on. So that will be 2, 3, and then 4, okay? But the thing is, what is the fewest number of wires? That is 4. Can I get a 3 though? Hmm? Hmm. 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 That's 1, and then I have 1, 2, and then 3. No, wait. 1, 2, and this one is a 3. Okay, so that's still a 4. Hmm. 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 You don't really have like diagonals right around here, because otherwise maybe this would have been an easier thing. Boo, boo. Okay. And then you have 1, 2, and 3. That's still 4 though. Okay. So that's 1, 2, and then 3, and a 4. Okay, so... Okay. Unless I'm wrong... Oops. Unless I'm wrong... I'm gonna go with 4. Let's see. Oh!
Every puzzle has an answer.
Oh! Like I'm trying to stretch over here, but it hurts so much. Ah. Oh. Oh, okay, well, actually, hold on. I was thinking of the first, of the first segment, like right over here, the first drawing that I've been trying to do. Like, you have like there's one huge wire, and then the rest of the wires, small wires can be put. And I guess you could have also done the other variants as well. You need 4 wires to make the cube. 3 straight lines make up each of the cube's 8 corners. At least 1 wire must terminate each corner. Since there are 8 corners, you will need 8 wire ends to form things properly. Each wire has 2 ends, so the total number of wires needed is 4. Oh. Well, I mean, I guess if I were to think logically, without imagining it, I guess I could have reached that conclusion. But probably not.
Goodness, I cannot believe you solved it. It was meant to be. I tell you what, since you went and solved my puzzle, I read your palm. Give me your hand now. It seems that comedy follows you wherever you go. Try your best to stay out of harm's way.
A globe. Here you go, Layton. Okay. Well, I guess so. I think that right now, I'm gonna be taking a break. I wanna put some aloe on me right now, so that will be it for right now.